Hey everyone, Ryan Rock here, and today we are going to go over our fourth pillar for Facebook recruiting. And if you've missed the first couple, you can find them on my website, www.ryanrock.com. And real quick, I'll go through them again. So the first pillar is really profile and branding. The second pillar would be attracting people to you. The third pillar is where do you find people? And now the fourth pillar here is simply what do you say to them? You know, now what, right? I found somebody to talk to, but now what do I say? And, I heard somebody else say it like this. Act like a human, because it's really not that difficult. You just communicate with them like you would anybody else. But please, please, please do not send them your link. Do not send them to something else. Don't build a relationship with them. Talk to them about them. And as you talk to them about them and inquire about them, chances are they're going to turn around and ask you about you as well. But to kind of do this a little bit systematically, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? Do you enjoy it? Just simple questions like that. Kind of going back to the thought of not sharing your link right away. Hey, Julie. I want you to think of prospecting through social media like a guy would prospect a female at the bar. I don't know if prospecting is the right word there, but as if a guy is going to approach a woman or a woman approach a guy at the bar. You're not going to go right up to him and say, hey, want to go home with me? Let's go hit the sack, right? Instead, you're going to try to get a feel for them. Do you like them? Do you not like them? And I want you to, that might seem a little bit harsh, but if you connect with somebody and you immediately send them, your business opportunity, that's what it's like. I mean, it's just appalling, right? I mean, why would I even want to look at something if I just connected to Julie? She's not going to want to look at my business if I'm like, hey, Julie, look at my business. She doesn't know anything about me, right? So connect with people. And then as you're asking them questions, find out, do they have a need? Okay? Because if they don't have a need, if they're not open, then there's no sense in even trying to get them to look. And instead, have them be a connection and just kind of build a relationship over time. But as you're asking them questions, if they're not happy with their job, if they're not happy with something, right? If you can find something there, then work your way into finding out, with a simple question of, just curious, would you be open to a side project? Something as simple as that. And as you continue to communicate, if they're saying yes, and you can kind of go back and forth, I highly encourage you to get them over to the phone, because it's just so much easier for you to be able to have excitement. They can hear your excitement and that kind of stuff. And to get them to the phone, it would simply be, typically I would try to get them to watch my company video first, and then I would say something along the lines of, as soon as you're done watching this, give me a call. I would find out if they're able to watch it now, of course. But, then it's, as soon as you're done watching this, give me a call. By the way, can I get your phone number so that I know who's calling me? Okay, so you're not just directly asking them for their number initially, but you're getting their phone number by saying, so that I know who's calling me. And now you're able to check back with them. You know that if they say that they can watch the video now, and it takes 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you can check back with them a little bit. Now, if you don't hear from them, you've got their numbers, you can call them. So it's really important to get that number and to take the conversation offline. If you're really discussing it, and maybe they watch it and you keep talking, through messaging, then the other thing you can do is just say, you know what, this would be a lot easier if we just chat quick. Do you mind just giving me a call? What's your number so I know who's calling me? So that's, that's really kind of the basics of what to say now, and then it just becomes your traditional discussion as far as, what you say and what you do. But again, don't just send somebody the link to your stuff right away. You got to connect with them. You got to compliment them. You got to find something in common with them. You got to, again, treat it like you're dating. Treat it like you're trying to get to know this person before you're just trying to take them home with you. So, one other thing real quick, as you communicate with people, because at least for me, I need to write names down. So what I'll do is, as I'm reaching out to this person and to this person and to this person, and I'm prospecting and I'm communicating and I'm getting to know them, usually it takes a couple days before I'm actually getting them to my video. I don't pounce on people, right? But if I'm, communicating with somebody and I'm kind of going, God, I kind of like this person, I'll write their name down. I have a separate little database or notebook, if you will, of people just that I communicate just with social media. So that way, because they're not necessarily at the front of my mind all the time because I don't know them that well, right? But, if Julie and I are communicating and I like Julie, so I'm going to kind of put Julie's name down in my notebook to check back with her again in a couple days, or to jump onto her page and like some of her stuff and comment on some of her stuff and some of that, to continue to build that. So I would highly encourage you to write names down of the people that you connect with and so on, so that way you don't forget about them, but yet you're not pouncing on them and hey, watch my video type of a deal either. So with that, I just that's the fourth pillar, and my encouragement for you would be, to kind of wrap this all together is, kind of a daily activity, weekly activity list would be, use your social media to post curiosity posts and inspirational posts and stuff like that. To try to get posts out, once a day, a couple times a week, something like that. It does not have to be crazy much all the time. Hey, Chelsea. But try to get a post out a day or every other day. The one thing I really would suggest is try to add 5 to 10 new people to your friends list a day. Build out that friends list and just build it. I try not to I don't always accept or add people from within my company. You can only have 5,000 connections or friends on your personal profile. And so if you fill it up with everybody from your company, then you're not prospecting them, right? So you want to try to limit to some extent how many people within your company you're connected to. Of course, you have friends within your company and you want to be connected to them, even if they're, cross-line up, whatever. But everybody else, because it seems to really happen where everybody else kind of sends friend requests too, you don't have to accept all of them. You really don't. And I would encourage you not to accept all of them because you only can have 5,000 friends. So again, add 5 to 10 a day. Just reach out. When you make posts, who's commenting on there? If you're tagging a friend in, who of their friends are commenting, who are liking it, and so on, and connect with them. Try to get 10 messages, 15 messages a day out to people, just building that relationship, just talking to them about what they do and how they do it. Try to do one Facebook Live a week if you can. Just in the Facebook Live that you do, have it be something that's providing value to other people, not just, not, hey, here's what I'm doing today. Have it be something that is valuable for others. The other, kind of the last thing when it comes to Facebook and social media, recruiting, prospecting, etc., is really just that it takes time. So it takes time to build all these connections. It takes time to do it the right way. It takes time. Give it at least 30 days, if not 60 to 90 days, which is more ideal, because you got to turn these cold contacts into warm contacts and into hot contacts, and if you don't want to rush it. You don't want to jump straight to that video, straight to your stuff. So with that, that's the 4 pillars of Facebook recruiting, and I hope you guys found this stuff beneficial. And please comment below with your what you got out of the last 4 videos and last 4 things that we've been going through here. I'd really appreciate it. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Thank you.